rappers that he was finna put on and everything like that, because he had a... There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on The Take. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on The Take. Alright, let's get to the big story. The big story of the week is, man, what is going on with P. Diddy? We know that Diddy has been sources about him and Cassie. Cassie had sued Diddy for SA and everything else where they was together and other damages. Cassie had settled in an agreement with Diddy, but now things are now unraveling for the music mogul. Diddy now, his bodyguard coming out saying that Diddy, Aaron Hall, the singer who sing this, Aaron Hall, all of them had done something to this girl. This woman is trying to sue both of them. So here's what the bodyguard had to say.
Scott, friend of mine's named Creed, one of Scott rappers that he was finna put on and everything like that, because he had a thing called Tough Jew Production, and it was Glory Velez. So we started talking about relationship and how older dudes always want younger girls and stuff like that, and she brought up Aaron Hall. So I know Aaron and Kay was cool. So she said, Aaron, he was, for light of a better words, having sex with me, and I was just 16 years old. So me questioning her, I said, so where did he meet you at? And she said, we met at a club. And I said, weren't you supposed to be 21 years old in the club? And she said, yeah. It was me, Scott, friend of mine's named Creed, one of Scott rappers that he was finna put on and everything like that, because he had a thing called Tough Jew Production, and it was Glory Velez. So we started talking about relationship and how I said, so when did he find out that you were 16 years old? She said, we was on the line at the airport in customs, and he found that I was 16 years old. They wouldn't let me go to Jamaica with him, and I needed a consent, my parental consent, in order to go to Jamaica. So I said, so he think that you older than that. He just found out when y'all went to Jamaica? She said, yeah. I said, so how could you fault him? You in the club and it's 21 years. You understand what I'm saying? The club say 21. You 16 years old now. He bagged you. He put you on a flight finna take you to Jamaica. And he found out you 16 years old when he gets to customs. He's still at fault. He should have let a little young. I said, go. But now he's news now. So, and she put that out, but she ain't tell the whole story. But she told us the story at the table when we was at the Charter House in Malibu. Go. But now he's news now. So, and she...
Yeah, this is real wild and crazy. Diddy is getting, I don't know, everything just coming out. Is it like Surviving P. Diddy? Man, everything's coming out about Diddy. We had that with R. Kelly. But now Diddy, of all people, man, what's going on with Diddy? A lot going on. Even they heard reports that Diddy had one of his sons do something with Cassie. I mean, really, man, this is really getting ridiculous. Man, it's getting ridiculous. But we'll move on to another story. All right. In other news, T.I. and Tiny, their son, King just acting with his bad, wild behavior. King decided to lash out on his parents and said this.
You upset. You're mad. You can't. I know you. Ain't no mystery, man. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What you mean? You are embarrassing yourself and your family. Nigga, you embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. What is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Get off me, nigga. Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
Yeah, King going a little bit wild and crazy. I hope King get the help that he needs, but T.I. even try to come in right here.
They try to say I was over there trying to sucker pass it, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They're trying to hide it. Ain't nobody hiding it. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see. Hey, man, I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do. You was behind that tea pride. No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much.
Yeah, T.I. and King, they got to work on their father-son issues. That happens sometimes when the son want to challenge his father. That happens plenty of times. I remember sometimes I used to do that, but I had to, calm it down a little bit. But, you know how that go. So, but hopefully King learns lesson so he won't shorten his days with his parents. Because that's a lot. Because King saying he want to be in the streets, but his parents telling him you were privileged, but you was in the streets a little bit, but you were still privileged. But King doesn't understand that representation. So we move on to another one, celebrity news. On celebrity news, Beyonce, she's getting backlash for this. Beyonce showed a picture of her at her Renaissance premiere, and people criticized her skin, saying that Beyonce got criticized for her skin. Even her mom, Tina Knowles, came out of nowhere and clapped back and told the critics to stop messing with her daughter, saying that she knows Beyonce's gonna get mad, but she got to do what she has to do to protect her child, and that's honorable and commendable by Miss Tina for doing that. Beyonce kind of like let it die down, let it go. Miss Tina said, I ain't letting it go this time. So you know how that go. In more celebrity news, singer Dolly Parton performed for a Thanksgiving game on NFL, and Dolly Parton received this. Yeah, Dolly Parton received backlash about her dress shaming. I mean, it's her wearing a bodysuit, and people got mad with Dolly Parton wearing a bodysuit. It's just
Being half the woman Dolly Parton is, kicking ass on stage in front of millions of viewers at age 77. When I came across this bullshit on the internet, 77-year-old women shouldn't be on stage pretending they're 20. They should be at home spending time with loved ones and family. Listen up, you fucking wingnut. Dolly Parton is an American treasure, and the fact that she is on that stage at all is a gift to everyone who sees her. In fact, saying anything negative about Dolly Parton is anti-American, quite frankly. There are two people in this country that no one is allowed to talk shit about, and their names are Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton. Here are just a few things that she has done in her life without having children. She funded COVID research that saved countless lives. She invested royalties from Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You into Black communities in Nashville. She's donated over 200 million books to children nationwide. Would you like me to keep going? Okay, I will. She helped raise multiple nieces and nephews and covered the education for most of her family. Me too, sister. She has spoken out in defense of trans people. I'm sure another thing you disapprove of. She has a bald eagle rescue sanctuary. She rescues bald fucking eagles. To quote a reply to the initial post, Dolly has done more for humanity in any single day of her life than you will do over the entirety of yours. And as a woman that plans on being proudly tits out well into my 90s, I have one message, okay? We are only getting older and hotter, so fucking deal with it.
Crazy. I think people just want Dolly Parton to be like 77, old and crochet. But Dolly Parton said, I'm 77, but I want to feel free and feel youthful. So, you know how that go. Stuff for Dolly Parton. So, hey, Dolly Parton want to live free. Let her live free. So, hey, you got that too. Speaking of Dolly Parton appeared on the Drew Barrymore show on Talk Shows. She talked about everything everything. She even talked about Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley and his manager at the time, Colonel Tom Parker, one of the songs, all these signature songs, I Always Will Love You. That song eventually went to Whitney Houston, who took it to the new heights in the 90s. Dolly said that Elvis wanted to sing it, but things just didn't work out. That's what Dolly had to say to Drew Barrymore.
Day, is it true that Colonel Tom Parker came to you about I Will Always Love You?
Oh, yeah.
And you had to, again, this is where I think you know yourself so well, where you give yourself permission, where you know your boundaries of what can and can't work for you. And I think that takes a lot of people a lifetime to learn and sometimes still struggle with it. Why did you decide to not allow them to use the song? Was it because of the ownership rights?
Yes. Well, I had already had a #1 song on it. That song came out in 1972, I think, that it came out. I know that album. And Jolene and I Will Always Love You were on the same album. But anyway, I had a #1 song on I Will Always Love You. And so I had started my publishing company, and that was my biggest copyright at that time. And because it had been #1. And so I was starting that for my family, for whatever I would leave behind. So when they said I was going to go down to record the song, or going to the session when Elvis was going to record it, and the next morning, and Colonel Tom called me that afternoon and he said, we don't record anything with Elvis unless we have the publishing. I said, well, you can't have the publishing on that one. He said, well, we have to have at least half. I said, you can't have half either. He said, well, then we can't record it. And I was heartbroken because it wasn't Elvis. It was Colonel Tom. He made a lot of decisions that Elvis didn't even know about, probably. But anyhow, so I didn't let him have it. And then several years later, of course, Whitney did it. And I was so glad to keep the publishing because I made a lot of money off of that.
And you deserve
And I
every
didn't want
penny.
Colonel Tom to have had that money.
Parton saying that, hey, I'm doing what I need to do. So Dolly Parton did what she needed to do for her sake. Look at it is now. It's a worldwide song. Everybody knows it, and it's still beating to this day. Okay. All right. and finally, the viral video of the week. All right, the viral video of the week. Singer Ari Lennox. You know singer Ari Lennox from Shea Butter. Well, Ari Lennox clapped back at a fan. Ari Lennox said this.
That's the fuck right. Who did it, bitch? Who fucking did it? Right. Come here, bitch. Come here. Let's do it. Come here, bitch. You a pussy. That's right. You'll never even be as good as a pussy. That's right. That's right, bitch. You're dumb. You're weak. You'll never be...
Yeah, Ari Lennox wasn't gonna let nothing go past her. She's gonna say what she needs to say. I'm surprised she wanted to fight these fans. I think sometimes these fans get a little bit riled out of hand. Just enjoy the performance and let it go. I think fans want to be part of the show too much and not let the singers do their thing. Like when people, that's the biggest pet peeve. I dislike when people be singing other folks' songs, knowing they can't sing. They don't have a lick of talent or lick of skill, but they gonna sing already. Ari Lennox wanted to give her performance, and some fan just decided to take that moment away from her and her fans that was there. You know, that happens, but you have to be a professional. Remember this when Monica did this? Yeah, Monica, the singer. Monica wasn't playing. Monica said, I want to do my song. So, hey, a lot going on. I think sometimes, too, we as the fans need to respect these singers and let these singers sing their song a cappella openly. And we just don't interrupt. That's what's problem with them wrong. But, hey, that's just me saying that. All right. We thank you for watching this edition of The Take. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next week for The Take. See you later.